से जोड़ेंगे, लेकिन उससे पहले शंकर शर्मा और निकुंज बातचीत कर रहे हैं ET Now पे कुछ मिनटों के लिए। आइए जानते हैं शंकर की क्या व्यू बन रही है इस समय मार्केट में। आइए सुनते हैं निकुंज की बातचीत उनके साथ।
Pretty much bottomed out for now, at least for a while to come, because all factors that had to happen on the wrong side had happened and markets had hit a low. And from that time, I think the recovery has been generally quite okay, including the US market, which recovered very well yesterday. India, small caps have started rallying even from 10 days prior. So I think the worst is over for that space, the small cap space, at least on a stock by stock basis. I don't think you will see 20-30% falls in a number of names in the small cap space incrementally.
Shankar, chutti pe bhi markets? I thought Goa was all about relaxation.
We were in the sea, okay? We were in the sea in our swimming trunks, and we were still discussing what is the next best trade. So when 8 guys get together without their spouses or significant others, that's the only thing they're going to be discussing, which is the next best trade. So right in the middle of the sea with water up to our chest, we were still discussing what's the next big trade. And small caps came out to be the consensus trade even then.
You have Samudra Manthan, the churn in the ocean. One side was poison, the other side was nectar. Let's focus on the opportunity which Samudra Manthan created. Let's talk about what not to do in this market. With you, we always focus on what to do. For example, you've been advocating don't buy banks, and banks have not done very well. They've been underperforming. If I take the last couple of days of outperformance out, banks in general have not done well.
I think all these plays were the drum beats were so loud that they were going to compound forever and 20% and all that. I mean, when those things start to happen at stretched valuations, this movie has played out before also. Hindustan Lever movie played from 1998 till 2010 when the stock delivered precisely zero returns. ITC, I don't want to mention that name, but has had a very checkered career as a stock being all over the place, but lately not even all over the place, been very flatlined over the last couple of years. HDFC Bank has flatlined for, I think, 2.5 years now. Kotak Bank about that. So, I mean, autos, of course, less said the better. So a lot of the much haloed companies have really been the worst places to be in, merely because there was so much consensus that they buy them and forget them and, you will be forever compounding 20%. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Investing cannot be brought down to these kinds of boilerplates, because those boilerplates didn't even make Warren Buffett any money in buying Coca-Cola, which has underperformed the market from the time he has bought, versus Pepsi, which has done 4 times better than Coca-Cola. So forget about us lowly people. Warren Buffett had that one-line boilerplate of buying great brands. Even that has not done him any good. So in India, all these stocks, I mean, 50, 60, 70, 80 times earnings, when we were looking at them a couple of years back. I mean, it was impossible that they would compound at those multiples, because the earnings growth, therefore, if you hold the multiple as a constant, earnings growth that they needed to deliver in aggregate was going to be 15-20%, which is impossible to sustain because the sizes of these companies are significant. If you just do broad.
ये थे शंकर शर्मा और बात कर रहे थे निकुंज से बाजार की और अपनी हॉलिडे की। वो गोवा में भी बैठे हुए हैं अपने बहुत सारे मार्केट के फ्रेंड्स के साथ। जो लोग ट्विटर पर फॉलो करते हैं वो जानते होंगे, और वहाँ भी वो बाजार डिस्कस